Warning. The following podcast is another wasted hour. Warning. The following podcast is another wasted hour.
I'm so wasted!
Nope, no, not that kind of wasted. I told you last time. I know. You're disappointed that this is not the PC PBS. Common misconception. No, this show is more like the year 2016, and your time is like all of the celebrities. In short, your time is going to be gone, done, finito. It will cease to be. Instead, that useful, productive hour will be replaced with two ignorant, uninformed, ill-advised, self-deprecating morons ranting about opinions that they have no right to have, which are probably wrong, and absolutely do not matter. With that said, if for some god-awful reason you enjoy wasting your precious little time that you have on this earth, like one of those people who spend an afternoon replying to Donald Trump's tweets, then please consider wasting more of your time by subscribing and spreading the word. Search for Another Wasted Hour on all social media sites and share, follow, like, review, make social media sandwiches, whatever the kids are doing these days. But now that you know why you're here, I am Keith, and across from me is my co-host Victor. Victor, why the hell are you here this week again?
Keith, honestly, I'm here because the verbal abuse that I sustained from you and that asshole engineer of ours is just, it's intolerable.
It's
when I don't show up, you guys are just downright mean.
And it's intoxicating to be here with us abusing you, isn't it?
Also, the intoxicants I've imbibed are contributing factors. But
this is
clearly a PG-rated podcast, so I'm not going to mention any of that at all.
No, it's not.
Ever. But
not
enough
at all.
about me, Keith. Why are you here?
You know, I'm so glad you asked.
I did. I knew you wanted it. Wanted it.
I need to take a moment for a very serious moment here, because I need to apologize to our listeners and the community in general. We got a few complaints from the last show about engineer Adam and what he did to a kitten. It was horrifying. And you know what? I take full responsibility. What I found out is that engineer Adam is actually a dog person. So that's why he was kicking the kitten.
That makes a lot of sense,
really,
considering we put a box in front of him full of babies, kittens, and puppies, and he only squished some of them.
So this week we got him. We got them this cute, adorable puppy. So there you go. Just be nice to this adorable puppy, Adam, and just do a great job. We're proud of you.
Yay, puppy!
We're not proud of you.
Oh my God! Are you rubbing it? Do not rub it on. God damn it, at least wear pants.
You are going to be best friends with my friend Michael.
No, that's not. You don't have a friend, Michael. That's what you call your mouth.
No, it's Uncle Vic.
Uncle Vic, your mouth?
No, Michael Vic.
Oh, God, no. Don't give it to him. Do not give. Oh. Okay. Next weekend I'll be.
This got weird real fast.
I'm going to apologize
real fast
ahead of time for next week because this is also a really bad choice. We should not have given him anything that is currently alive. So next week we'll be giving him a dead puppy, and there should be no problem.
The same puppy.
Yeah.
Too soon. Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
My bad.
So we have engineer Adam, who obviously doesn't get a microphone because of all of this crap that he does.
Seriously, dude, shut up.
Oh, yeah. But most importantly, wasting a perfectly good hour with us this week is Rachel Levitin of the Rachel Levitin Band. Welcome to our humble little studio.
Rachel, those 4 minutes and 30 seconds, you're never going to get them back.
Yeah.
No, I'm most definitely not.
So why are you here this week wasting a perfectly good hour?
South Park's not new this week. So I'm here with you shenanigans or fools or whatnot.
Reruns. That's the reason.
This is the rerun. We are the rerun.
We're the rerun.
Mm-hmm.
But before it's ever gone out. That's what I like is that we've gone into reruns before the first run.
You know, I got some shows and things, but really I'm here for the missed TV that we're turning into a podcast.
That
now.
is, yeah, that is basically what we do is we just steal all the other comedy in the world and just rerun it.
Wait. Shut up.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Right.
Rachel.
Yes.
Are those Back to the Future shoes?
Okay.
Are those Back to the Future
I
shoes?
bought them.
Say
with
yes.
Them.
The right answer is yes.
Of
Say
course
yes.
they
Yes.
are. They're kids, but
When?
yes.
You have to understand
Obviously.
we're on radio. You could just say like, nope, I'm wearing
You
elephant
can't see
feet.
them? but
Yeah.
they're definitely, yes, they're Back to the Future shoes. Yeah.
So-
All right. I'm easily distracted, so but we can move on with our lives. I was
Before
just
we move
excited.
on, I have a couple of announcements. Great thing, Alchemical Records is going to be syndicating us. We are going to be a rerun. They're putting us on Alchemical Records Radio Thursday at noon. So that's really exciting. Go check that out. We got a lot of mentions and likes and all of these really great things. Unfortunately, apparently everyone who likes and mentions the band just likes Adam. For some reason, Engineer Adam is the favorite. He doesn't even get to talk.
Squish.
Yes. Except, as much as I like to think I'm leading this podcast, Adam's getting all the mentions, and Victor is the only person who got any fan mail. Victor, on your seat today, you have a card, and it is fan mail for you.
Yeah, let me open this.
Tell
bitch
us
up.
what
It
that
says,
is.
Victor! It's got an exclamation point.
Yeah,
I gotta
well,
be
that's how
excited
you'd say
about
that.
me. And as I open the back, it says, "Dear sweet, fancy Moses, thank you." And I open it. Let's see.
That sounds like you.
You didn't let me read this ahead of time, so let's see if I can. This
think
is
it's-
why Engineer Adam is
I think
better
it
than
starts
you.
at the bottom,
Oh, my
like a
bad.
card should.
I never learned to read. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
Dearest Victor.
That's usually how they start.
Thank you kindly for helping me giggle uncontrollably.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
that.
baby.
You have a fan.
I have an invitation for you. I don't think I can read the rest of this
No,
card.
well, no. What does it say? You have
okay.
an invitation?
I would like to invite you to shut your
What?
shut your whole mouth about puns. You are frightfully wrong about them. This is why Engineer Adam is better than you. Yours in Christ, the mistress of destruction.
Now, for those that never listened to the Trivial Show, an old podcast we were on, the Mistress of Destruction lives upstairs and keeps us all in line. So apparently she took umbrage with your hatred of puns. So something to keep in mind. So you don't want to piss her off. She has lots and lots of horrifying toys. Without further ado, I'm just saying.
Anyway.
Yeah. Just moving on. Wait, you can't. All right, we're moving on to the weather report. The weather report is where we decide if the news of the week, whether it should or should not be news. So we start off, I believe this is you, Victor. All I see is sexy hacker.
Yes.
What's this?
So we have a schedule written out for, all the things we're going to talk about in the show.
Yeah.
In Adam's horrendous handwriting, he misspelled. Oh, he wrote basketball instead of basketball. Now I'm upset. Do you hear this? Mistress of Destruction. I'm upset about something Adam did. Anyway, so
The
this
floggings will
one's
continue
titled
until morale
Sexy
improves.
Hacker. The world's sexiest computer hacker claims she could attack enemies using her boobs.
What?
While that is not entirely unique to
This is-
anyone who, any one person with boobs. She, let's see, Chinese cyber sex pot.
Okay.
Says she would distract security guards with her, quote, quote, upper body before sneaking inside to deliver the killer blow.
You should read these ahead of time.
Yes,
that would
I
be
should.
good.
But
Rachel, can you hack the world with your boobs?
I can't, but it sounds like an Austin Powers movie to me.
it does seem like you could probably kill somebody with
I mean,
your boobs.
I
though.
probably could.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, if given enough time and somebody who's not terribly mobile.
The right outfit? Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah, but apparently this woman she's real
it's
smart.
It's social hacking.
She's real
right?
smart. So
yeah.
she keeps a USB drive in her 6-inch heel
Nice.
and just kind of
And does hacky
wobbles her
things.
way past security and hacks something. I feel like nope.
We don't even know what computers are. We'll move on.
You have officially been stopped by a female security guard. There goes your whole plan.
That's the only antivirus for that particular hacking. Oh, this is awkward.
And now it's weird.
So I have something that I feel should be news. And that is, we hear about all of these important things, but we haven't heard yet about the fact that you can buy a sex art kit. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can I get that now? And what does it include? It doesn't actually.
Hold on, I'm literally on my phone ordering one right now. Let me
Well,
get
you're-
back to you.
That's because you think
Back in 5.
you think it includes the sex, and it doesn't. You have to bring that yourself. What it does
Now it's
include,
weird.
yeah, what it does include is cotton canvas, washable and safe paints with your choice of colors, a protective plastic floor cover, very important, and 2 pairs of disposable slippers, as well as a shower sponge.
How
The i-
delightful.
The idea is you take your plastic floor covering, you put your cotton canvas on top of it, you spray your paints everywhere or dribble them about like you're a Pollock, and then you fuck on the paints. That's what you do. And I guess you send it to your mom. I don't know. Is that like every time I've done finger painting, it's always been just on the fridge, like, oh, look at that. Is that a horse? Nope.
Basically everything ends up as you mix all the colors, you get brown.
Yeah.
It's gonna be brown anyway. So
They're like, this is good. Is this a dog? And like, well, it's in the style of a dog. All right.
My dog?
No, do not rub your dog on the canvas. Stop doing that, Adam. Engineer Adam. All right. So I also have
he
other
listened
news.
to you. I'm impressed.
I know he's getting good ever since we actually got the invisible fence inside of the
And
studio.
that training course really paid off.
It really did. It's great. As long as you don't feed him much, he's always desperate for food. So, in other news, which is pretty exciting, scientists have created the first vaccine shown to be effective against Ebola, which is great. Results of a clinical trial published in December found the vaccine to be 70 to 100% effective, preventing infection. Here's the question I have. Who signed up for that trial? Like, they were like, we've got a good feeling about this, but if it doesn't work, you have Ebola. Like, that's 70%? They had to have people that didn't have Ebola. It's a vaccine, right?
Right.
So it's not like a cure for Ebola. That's easy. You get people with Ebola and be like, hey, you want us to save you? And you go, ah. And we're like, well, we're not sure if it's going to work. And like, close enough.
I feel like it's on a date. That guy trying to impress a girl. He's like, I got this. Pushes somebody aside. Inject me.
Give me some Ebola.
Oh, yeah.
Give me that Ebola. Because to test it, you have to first get the vaccine, and then they have to give you Ebola and be like, nope, it worked.
Hey.
And that's the most nerve-wracking time of your life.
Wait, you said 70% success?
70 to 100%.
70 to 100% is quite the wide fucking
Yeah,
margin.
it is.
It's like, sometimes it works every time.
If
like in
somebody-
that, what was that one movie? Whatever. But anyway, yeah.
Like if a girl were like a hot woman came up to you, right, and was like, I totally want to bang you right now.
I'm sorry, I'm in an Ebola trial.
And you were
70% to 100% success rate.
And if
30%
she said-
success rate, you fucking die.
And she's like just the dream girl. She looks amazing, right? But she follows that with, there is a 30 to 0% chance that I will give you herpes.
Oh.
You go, I mean, there's a 0% chance. That's great. I like that chance. 30 seems a little high. So, yeah, I don't know how they sold that one. I have no idea. I also found out that Utah, speaking of health issues,
Delightful.
has declared porn a public health crisis. Yep. They're now passing a law where you can sue porn sites and producers because of health implications. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't-
What?
It's speechless, huh?
Health implications.
Right.
Health like, I can no longer hear out of my left ear.
Right. Well, don't point it that way.
I was watching porn yesterday,
Right.
and now my arm fell off.
This arm is way bigger than that arm. I sue you. I don't understand what I think they're going to sue for other things. Is the problem. If you open that door, it's going to be like, I didn't like that one at all. I'm suing you.
I got
Right as I was about to get to the moment of climax, you just put a man's asshole on the screen. That's wrong. That is wrong. And nobody wants that. Not even women. Do women want to see a guy's asshole? If you're watching porn, no matter what it is your preference, at no point do you go, I hope that there's a man's asshole soon.
Keith, you are a remarkable human being.
Yes.
Because I feel like you started that sentence in the most diplomatic way possible of, like a mild amount of censorship.
Sure.
Right as you're about to reach the moment of climax. Like,
Yeah.
this is going to be like, he's going to say this in a way that like, oh man, this might actually be like straight up scientific. I'm like, some guy's asshole. God damn it, Keith.
Well, for the record, for this
you
podcast,
opened strong and then you finished stronger.
for the
Well done.
record, I have introduced this entire listenership to my asshole. It's Adam.
Whoa, for the record, his title of asshole, he's literally saved as asshole in my phone for like solid 8 years now.
You've seen it.
I got dibs. And
You should sue him.
Now it's weird. Hey, Adam, what are you doing? A flight to Utah is like, I don't know, $200? Let's go.
Yeah. What do you got for me, Victor?
Tying in, we scientists
To Adam's organ.
Yes. Scientists have discovered a new organ in the human body.
And playing it is the Phantom of the Opera. Dun,
knew you
dun, dun,
could
dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Inside your colon.
I am the Phantom of your colon.
We hear you all the time. Would you just shut up?
Rachel, look at me in this pornography. I am a man's asshole.
Now she's going to sue.
Good thing we're not in Utah right now.
Oh, sweet. Fancy Moses.
What does it do? What is the new organ?
It is called the mesentery. And I quote, the new organ is a double fold in the lining of the abdominal cavity, and its specific function is... What? Still unknown.
What? That's not even...
There's
Lame.
things in the human body that we still have no idea what the fuck they do.
All right, I have a theory.
What is the mitochondria? Nobody knows.
No, it is the powerhouse of a cell.
Nobody knows that, Keith. You're making that shit up.
I think I think that particular organ, its main purpose is to go door to door and try and sell vacuums. That's my theory. I don't know if it's true or not,
Sounds reasonable.
but it seems like I know as much as these scientists. So
Yeah, informational video.
Yeah.
Yes, shut up. Struggle bus. That's me for days. The informational video on the website.
Yeah.
I went to the website.
there's a website on the internet.
It's one of those where they have like, just like, here are images in the background and they present text to you
Yes.
in like a 1 minute video, whatever. I shit you not, half of the video kept going back to this guy, pretty overweight. Not that guy. He was pretty overweight in a green shirt, just rubbing his belly. Like, this is the mesentery. I like it.
I am the Phantom of the internet. All right, so moving. This is not going well. This is going really terrible.
Did we expect it
It's
to?
okay.
All right, so on to This Week in History. This is obviously where we go back in time. We find out what happened this week in history or about this time in history. As you can pretty much theorize as a podcast, this is not live. So when you're listening, it may not be this week in history. We're also going to determine what is going to be history from this week. What's going to make it into history? And I think the biggest one I found was, I am not sure if you're aware of this, Victor, but did you know that basketball was invented this week?
I was unaware, Keith.
Yes.
Tell me more.
I know. James Naismith, he was at Springfield YMCA, which this is before there were like gay songs about it. And it was in...
I was like... If you hadn't mentioned that, I was going to break in the song. And I'm pretty sure if I start doing the dance, that is the song that I had
That's
in
the
mind.
exact song.
YMCA!
Nailed it.
Did you know that Keith is a musician? No one else does.
No. So here's the thing. So basketball started off with 9 players, 13 rules, or 9 players on each team, sorry. 13 rules. And
Wait,
most,
does that mean the number 13 is in charge, or does that mean that there were 13 regulations?
no, they were just regulations, 13 of them. So he showed this to
That's
the
a
kids.
pun, Mistress of Destruction. Take that.
So he showed them the kids and just got started. Kids were like, I don't know what to make of this. Apparently in that first game, most of the fouls were called for running with the ball. So they didn't get that one right.
Bounce the goddamn ball. What's wrong with you?
Come on, Steve! Jesus Christ! This isn't hard. Just let go of the ball once in a while.
That's not the way it's done at all, is it, Steve?
And then apparently it was quite common for tackling the man with the ball, which I think they should have kept in the game because I would watch the crap out of that. Just John Wall goes down the key and
Right. You think you're badass? You play football? You wear pads. This guy got tackled on a hard floor.
That's what I'm saying.
It sucks to be that guy super hard right now.
Now, I couldn't find anything about this, but my theory is that this also was the lowest scoring basketball game in history.
5.
The reason I say that
5
is
total.
My theory is, have you seen someone play basketball for the first time?
No.
Yes.
That was all of them. Nobody knew what the game was.
And it was an actual basket. Like, it was
It
like
was-
an apple basket or something. There
It
was
was a
nothing
peach-
for it to go through.
Yeah, it was a peach
So,
basket. They had to
peach basket.
poke it with like a broomstick to get the ball back out.
So did anyone actually want to score a point? Because who knows how long it took for them to get the ball back.
That's like the frisbee ends up on the roof, and that's how you win. It just sucks.
Right. They're like, Philip, you did it again. I don't care for winning. Fuck you. But I can't imagine. It must have been the most, and I'm sure it was all white guys, right? All white kids probably at a YMCA. Let's be honest. In 1903, is that what I had? Yeah, 1903.
I feel like the person invented the game. Like they're shooting and they're falling short. And just be taller.
Right.
Be taller. Oh fuck
just
this.
jump. God, why are you so white?
You suck, jackass.
It was such a wider game too. Throwing a soccer ball, it was a soccer ball that they used, into a peach basket is the most white thing I've ever heard.
So what you're saying is that white people were fed up with not being good at soccer.
Yeah, exactly.
So they used it for something else.
All right, let's see. You have one. What is yours?
Speaking of soccer,
Yes.
earlier, February 2016, there were some French fans, English fans in a French soccer game who, and I quote, let's see here, French court convicts English soccer fans of racist violence. A French court has convicted 4 British men of racist violence for pushing a black man off of the Paris metro as they chanted, "We're racist and that's the way we like it."
Wait, they chanted it?
Yes, they're chanting. So they said it once, they said it twice, and then they shoved the shit out of that guy.
Jesus
They
Christ.
just got convicted, apparently.
Good. Good.
Really fucked.
Although I have to say, these are the kinds of racists that I like. Because I know where to aim my gun. I'm like, there's none of that subtle like, oh, maybe I won't let him rent my apartment, or I'm not going to give this black guy my job because I don't think he deserves a job, but I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to say he's not qualified. No. He's like, I'm a racist. Bang! Done. We solved this. Awesome.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, thank you.
Kaboom.
Yeah. I would have been right behind them. They're like, we're racist, and that's the way we are. And they push him and go, I'm not, and I push them.
Just send Adam after them. Squish.
Right. How did that not happen? Did people go, push? I'm like, you stop the train before it hits that guy.
What's the worst that could happen? They
What?
just shoved a guy on the train tracks.
Well, if you think that is a horrifying thing, I have an even more horrifying thing.
How delightful.
So this week in history, they had a fire at the Iroquois Theater in Chicago, Illinois. Now, that doesn't seem particularly interesting because that could have just been a candle. Like, that's not really newsworthy.
Yeah, that would be a fire.
Chicago
Guy
has
lights
fires.
cigarette
Yeah.
anywhere in the world. That's a fire.
But in the 1900s, maybe not so much the electric lighting. That could be a problem, right? This one was a bigger fire. In fact, it's one of the biggest fires in the history of the United States of America in terms of people who died. This is where it gets interesting to
Fire.
me. Yeah.
Fire.
So it says it's the single deadliest theater fire and the deadliest single building fire in the United States history. But here's the part that strikes me as odd. The number where they say at least 602 people died as a result of the fire.
Is that like 602.5?
That's what
like they had to
Yeah.
round it down for the sake of not freaking people out? What's going on there?
That's the thing I'm trying to figure out. Like, how horrifying. Either it was such a terrible event that they were like, those two seem fused together. Let's count that as 2.
The number was actually like 804.
Right.
And at least 3 people died.
Or like the 1900s, 1903, like the world was such a weird place that there was a fire with over 600 bodies stacked up all around, and somebody was like, mine. I'm taking this one. Like,
Well, I wonder if fire codes were even a thing then. Maybe that's where fire codes came from.
I think it actually was
Maybe.
one of the main things. They did have some fire codes. For instance, there were supposed to be skylights that were supposed to let smoke out. Those were closed. A few other things like that. But I believe that the breaker bar for getting out of an emergency exit was actually created because of this. So people it was like a pull door, and somebody was like, back up! Just back! I have to open the door! And they're like, I have to get out! Yeah, but I have to open the door first! No, we're not gonna, we're burning back here! We'll get out the door! I can't open the door!
Just take a step back into the fire and we'll all be fine.
Right. Everyone, one step back into the inferno! All right, the people in the back, I'm sorry you're gonna have to die! All right, it's the only way we're getting out!
Okay. We gotta coordinate this. Can somebody go back there and direct, please? Because this is out of control.
Does anyone have an axe? Did anyone bring an axe to the theater? Are there any lumberjacks in the theater? We need a lumberjack.
At least 602 of you need to take a step back.
All right, I'm a doctor. How big is your scalpel? We need a huge scalpel to open this door. No, nothing. We don't care then. We don't.
It
Yeah.
says pull. Could you just?
But how does that? The other option is that they were like the fire people came and the medics and everything. They opened the doors and they're like, oh God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Nah, I don't know. Just
And then
wait. What were we at?
The firefighter hack comes in and he's like, dude, there are at least 602 bodies in here.
Close enough.
Done.
Like they got. I like to imagine there was one guy like 487, 488, and the guy behind him was like 9, 46, 32.
You know who would do that actually? You know who has actually done that?
Who?
While I'm counting things?
Yeah.
This prick right here.
You're pointing on the radio.
Adam the goddamn engineer.
Engineer
I'm
Adam.
trying to count. And he's like,
Wait, were you
okay,
counting
1, 2,
bodies?
3, 4 bodies, 5 bodies. He's like,
bodies.
7,
7
6
bodies.
A, B.
Right.
It's not even, what?
Narwhal.
You're an asshole.
That's yeah. And then so he was like 347, 3.
You know what? Let's
1,
not celebrate
2.
this prick anymore.
Yeah.
I've got something else. That
yeah, what's
will
that?
likely make history. 105-year-old bicyclist rides 14 miles in an hour en route to a world record. He slaughtered that record.
Wait,
this
what?
guy is 105 years old.
Are you kidding me?
105 years old, and he slaughtered the record. He rode 14 miles in an hour. I don't know if it doesn't. I read the whole
You
article.
know how long it would take me to ride 14 miles? 105 years.
Well, I'm sure there's some sort of guy who rides 14 miles in like 602 seconds.
I
you
can
know,
drive
at
it.
least 602 seconds. But
Yeah.
this guy's 105 years old. When's the last time you were over a century and you did anything?
When was the last time I was over a century
When
old?
was the last time you were over a century old?
Let's see. Well, it was my birthday last year, so never. What? That's a stupid question.
You're a stupid question. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was rude.
No,
I take that back.
Here's the thing I can't understand is the family, right? Because that guy was like, I'm going to
He's
go ride a bike.
105 years old. Do you
They're
think
like, okay.
vampires have family left? No, they outlived them all.
Maybe
They
that's
outlived
what it
them all.
is. Do they have any proof that he didn't fly part of that as a bat and then just show up at the end? Like,
a bat carrying a very, very lightweight bicycle?
yeah, they're super light now. They're made out of carbon fiber.
18 pounds actually is, I worked at a bike shop. 18 pounds was our lightest bike.
Well, see, there you go.
Yep.
It's a big bat. It's a very big bat.
It's a big goddamn bat.
What I think,
One of the things they specified in the article, and I'm totally making this up, is that he had both testicles.
that's not true. There's no way they made it that long. You know how long he's been riding a bike? Those have both fallen off. I had 105 years of bike riding.
That's a lot of drag.
I'm
that you'd have
surprised
to worry about.
Yeah, I'm surprised he has a tailbone. Like, he's probably just worn up into his spine.
Makes sense.
I'm surprised that he lived through 2016 because my go down in history moment is going to be, the year that music died. It is the most horrific year, I think, in celebrity deaths that I can remember.
Yeah.
Like, everyone died.
Let's ask this 105-year-old.
Yeah, and he's like, you should try bike riding. That was the problem. Gary Fisher didn't bike ride. We lost like Everett Prince, David Bowie. We lost 2/3 of Emerson, Lake, and Palmer.
You know who we lost?
No, the saxophonist is still here. He's fine.
There's only one song ever with saxophone in it.
That's not true.
Written by George Michael.
That's
the lovely Raquel sitting to my right can verify. There has never been another song with saxophone in
verified,
it.
says the jazz musician.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's true. I think just...
Can you tell that claim was false?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. That false is true.
Louder. I'm just doing that to be funny.
So yeah, everyone. So we got 2007. I hope 2007 does its best not to murder everyone. I know that people on Facebook are mad that we're referring to 2007 and 2006 as people, but that's comedy.
I love that you've gone back 10 years. That's how horrible these years were.
Yeah,
you
16.
just like, nope, redo.
Yeah,
Life
start all
does
over.
not have a reset button.
No,
It's
2016 and 17. I get it.
That button in Kid Pics that went, oh no.
No,
yes.
no. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you got a last one? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're drinking. Good.
Yes.
Yeah, timing perfect when you have a bit coming up.
My goal is by the end of, by the time we're 105 years old,
Yeah.
we've done this podcast, 105 times 52, that this microphone will smell like pure tequila. However, speaking of celebrity deaths, 2017 has a pretty solid, I'm pretty sure this guy's going to go. On Wednesday, Charles Manson, now grizzled, shuffled 82-year-old lay hospitalized with an undisclosed illness after being taken to California Corcoran State Prison, where he was serving a life sentence. That guy is gonna die.
You think so?
He served a life sentence, so I mean, or like I don't know, it's like 7 life sentences. That guy's gonna be super dead by the time he gets out of prison.
Well, yeah,
super dead. He's gonna be like dead and a half, like at least 602 dead.
So if he has like 7 life sentences, when he dies, do they just keep him there? And
Right,
they're
that's what I'm
like,
saying. That's what I'm saying.
He's on number 2.
They
always
freeze him
wondered
so he
about
doesn't
that.
decompose, so he doesn't
No,
get out
makes
of
no
it
sense.
that easily.
No, yeah, he just. Why is that? He's decomposing. Yeah, he's on number 3. He's got 4 more to go.
No, they freeze him. They freeze him.
They freeze him.
You're not gonna get out of it that easily. Bones are gonna more than your bones are gonna make it through this.
That would be the best, is if they did the cryogenic.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, and then they cut the brain out. They save that, right? And then like 100 years from now, put him in a new body and be like, ha! Back to prison.
Joke's on you.
Damn it! Fooled again.
Right? They cure whatever it was that killed him. Like, no cancer anymore. You're going to live forever.
I think
And
what's killing him is just death. He's just old, man. He's 82. Wait. That other guy's got, he's 105. Manson's got no excuse.
I think he can also, like, it's probably also mental illness at this point, because he probably thinks that he can fly and, like, he can breathe light.
I feel like he's perfectly and utterly sane. He's just really good at making other people believe that they can fly. Listen to him speak for 38 seconds. You're like, yeah, wow, captivating. Kill Kevin Bacon. Kill Kevin Bacon.
It's always Kevin Bacon, too. It's weird. In every movie.
Come on. What are you going to do? Not eat Kevin Bacon? It's in his name.
It's in his name. Well, I think that brings us to the end of this week in history, which means we get to do our favorite thing ever. I get to introduce Rachel Levitin. So I'm going to show you a little of her music here.
I'll get back up on my 2 feet. Yeah, I'll get back up again.
Now, we're not going to do the whole song. I know, I fooled you. You thought we were going to listen to the whole thing. If you'd like to hear the whole song, just fast forward to the end of the show and make up for all the time you have wasted and listen to the entire track by Rachel. But we cannot hold back from talking to her right now. So we're going to jump right into our interview. Hi, welcome.
Hi, Keith.
How's
How you
it going?
doing? What's up, guys?
I'm glad that you suffered through all of our ridiculousness in order to stick around and talk to us.
Well, like I said, South Park's not on. This is equally entertaining, if not more so.
I think that you are somehow
Let's
trying...
not get carried away.
Right.
Okay.
I think you are trying to get money from us, I think is what
Flattery
this is.
gets me most things.
especially flat.
You know what? You will get 100% of the proceeds for this episode.
Oh, wonderful.
100%, which is really just you go home with Keith. That's what
well,
happens.
already here.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, see? We also pay in advance.
That is how I get women to come home with me. I
Mystery
promise.
solved.
I invite them to my house for a
Podcast.
quote podcast.
Yes.
Right.
This is my asshole.
God.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah. Good thing I like Phantom of the Opera.
Well, not anymore. You're never gonna unhear.
Now all I'm gonna hear
Just
when I
hollering
watch
that.
that movie or hear the soundtrack
Yeah.
is I'm gonna think of you guys.
I am the
Thanks.
Phantom of the asshole.
Phantom of the asshole Keith is here
Hello, Christina.
with my old gas.
So as you guys may have figured out, the band name for Rachel Levitin's band is
Keith is an asshole.
Yes, we're getting shirts made and everything.
the Phantom of the Asshole. If you get a cover band, you need to name it Phantom of the Asshole.
Depends on what genre or time period we'll be doing, but yes, I'll take that
I
into
hope
consideration.
I hope you play weddings all the time.
Oh.
Phantom of the asshole.
So
yes.
you're
You get to play your wedding. Phantom of the asshole.
Bachelor parties.
Oh
Perfect.
my God. They're so awesome.
you're lucky they were available. But actually, it is the Rachel Levitin band.
At the moment, yes, I've been scratching my brain trying to get something a wee bit more creative. But for right now, so the band formed back in the summer. We had our first gig together in July. But I've been playing out and had a semblance of a band, or at least players who were in a band with me, and we would do some one-offs here and there for the past maybe 2-3 years now, because we're in 2017. Had to remember it's not 2007, it's
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
But this band started in July. I actually, last February, I did a Beatles tribute concert that a friend was hosting for a benefit, and I met my current bass player, Graham Drew, who actually, he used to be a luthier, he still is, but he doesn't have his shop anymore, but he's working on custom guitar for me that matches his custom bass, that matches our drummer's stuff, and it's all pretty,
Oh, my goodness.
It's a pretty sweet deal, but until we unveil, I'm not even going to give you a sneak preview.
Are you going to
I'm
all
gonna-
end up wearing like black dresses and lipstick like that one video?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It would actually
Wait.
fit this.
Are you
theme.
saying that you're all going to have matching outfits and instruments?
Nice.
Depends on the light show
You-
that I need to invest in. But
You
yeah.
are the 21st century iteration of a boy band, and I have never been
I love boy
so
bands.
excited in my whole life. Let me just tell you, please.
You should hear my
please,
cover of Bye Bye Bye.
like, choreograph a dance because that's exact. I want it that
should.
way.
You
But
want
we
it
should
that way?
also cover that. But we have a rehearsal on
If
Sunday.
you cover that,
so.
I will. There's no amount of clothing I
Ooh.
won't take off in the
Okay.
crowd.
Yeah.
Duly noted. We'll add that to the set list.
Do it.
Victor wants it both
We'll
ways.
get the jumpsuits too.
Because
You know,
he's
the
Bye
all
Bye
white
Bye.
outfits.
Oh, Keith.
Yep.
But
that's right.
Oh, I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
You ate the entire wheel of cheese.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest, though. How good could this band be? Because you said you got together in 2016.
Yeah.
And none of them died, right?
So none of them died.
For the record, this is the moment, not to toot your own horn, but this is exactly the moment to toot your own horn. So
Which is funny because I'm a trumpet player also.
What?
What? I've been
wait,
playing
wait.
guitar and trumpet
Hold
for
the
20
phone.
years.
You are a trumpet player and the lead vocalist.
Yes.
So you sing and play trumpet.
At the same
Seriously.
time.
I've never.
How-
well, yeah, kind of.
Oh my gosh, how much attention do you need?
A lot. I'm
Sweet
4'9.5". People don't see me. In high school, I used to have to stand on a box.
That's not true. You're 4'9.5", and that means everything's looking up.
But yes, no, but
Are
that's
you ready?
good.
Hold on.
And you're
good.
terrible
Hold
at
on.
the first game of basketball.
I played basketball in middle school and high school too.
And then
Yeah.
then it didn't.
I didn't have a good jump shot, but apparently I was good at defense.
Was it
Oh,
1903?
yeah.
It was the
punch him in the-
1990s.
You punch him right in the mesentery.
Yeah,
They fall
that's
to the ground.
exactly what I did. I should have played hockey. I would have definitely
times
ended up
per
in the
game.
penalty box a bunch of times. I just watched the Mighty Ducks, same difference. But the band, they're good. the drummer I met through my bass player Graham. He was recommended a guy named Kendall, and he's a real sweet guy. And then from there, my friend Alex Tazinski, who actually plays in a couple different bands, but she's in, I believe she's in Two Ton Twig right now, which is a bluegrass band in the
I think
area.
that qualifies more as
Bass-
a branch.
That is-
Probably.
that's really a limb.
Nice.
That's
nice.
That's a whole tree. Right
See, this is why I'm here, guys, because they can keep up with the witty banter. This is a lot of
Exactly.
fun. But yeah, Alex, it brings a different dynamic because I'm definitely aiming for more of a rock and roll vibe. But
Great.
I want a lead guitar player. I'm by no means, I will admit to this fully. I'm more of a rhythm guitar player. I tend to be, with acoustic, tend to be pretty percussive with my right hand.
Yeah.
On electric, I find ways to do
You're not the
similar
only one. I
things.
guarantee there are a lot of listeners out there. That
Yeah.
I'm like an anti-rhythm guitarist where I'm like, eh.
I meant
Right.
percussive with the right hand.
But oh man, I got to stop making that sound. But yeah, you're right. But
There's literally a drum set on the other side of the room.
yeah, I could have
We
just
should-
set up a cymbal for me.
we should
and
have
a
set it
snare.
up. We should have. And then you'd
next
be a
time-
trumpet player,
Oh, I can
singer,
play
guitarist.
percussion.
You could play drums. We'd make a new song
Yeah.
right here.
We could next show. Next time I'm on the show.
So now, what was the song that we were listening to?
Assuming the
so-
show lasts that
This
long.
show will totally last that long, but because I have faith. But
Faith,
on that last
faith. Oh, you gotta have faith.
Keep the faith.
yeah,
Keep the faith. We should all sing a different
should
song
cover that
sometime.
one too.
so-
Add that to the list. But so the song we just heard, that's called "Get Back Up." I recorded it at where did I record it? Buzz Lounge Recording Studio in Beltsville, Maryland, with Eric Taft and Lee. What's his last name?
These people all better like our show. If
They're
they
all
don't
in,
like our show,
That guy.
Well, the producer, he's in a couple different bands, but I met them through my friend Kathy DeToro, who they're all in a band called Party Like It's, which they do ska interpretations
Yes,
of top 40 and
I
classic.
have seen them.
Yeah,
They are phenomenal.
that's how I met- got
I
in
went
touch with
to, what was it? It wasn't Barktoberfest. It was Woofstock.
It
I
was
saw them at
Woofstock. They were there.
Woofstock.
Yeah.
And they were phenomenal.
Yeah.
However, I was entirely too overwhelmed with the amount of
With the
dogs
cuteness?
there. They
So were they.
I was trying to pet this puppy, and they're playing this song that I really like, and I don't know what to do. I can't. I just gotta pet this puppy. And the
and
owner,
engineer Adam was just stomping through the crowd. Puppies!
No, but the
Oh,
owner
man.
of this dog was like, he's real excited. I was like, yes, overwhelmed. You're like, yeah, sometimes he gets excited. I'm like, no, I meant me. I can't do this. Pet me. Paper bag.
There's a puppy in that paper bag.
Oh my God, puppies. But yeah, Eric Taft is great. He's one of the lead singers and guitar players in Party Like It. So he was at Woofstock, and Lee Hallett was on drums, and so they recorded that part, and Eric produced it. And my good friend, who I think at least some of you know, Derek Avery,
Yep.
also played the bass and the guitar solo on Get Back Up. And so the interesting story that goes along.
Yeah, what is the
with
story
all that-
behind the song?
So I have a
Tell us here.
scar.
I feel like we should be taking
Yeah,
notes. There are
right?
so many names that you have
There's so
dropped.
many.
You know everyone.
I do.
Yes.
I will fully admit to that, and I'm proud of it.
Well,
the
you don't
question is,
know
do they
me.
know me? I didn't know you until tonight, but now I do. So I
wish.
add that to the Rolodex.
Shit.
But you should have used fake names, guys. This is just
Wait, who's talking? I don't see anyone.
right. Invisibility.
The
cloak. Some of the
phantom
upper
of the
world.
asshole is here.
Oh yes, facts. You guys. Podcasts
So yeah,
are
so you
awesome.
told us before the
Oh,
show
yes.
that there's a particularly
There's a
crazy story along with this.
Yeah.
And so what happened? What is?
Hold on, scoot in there. I can tell
Scoot
this is
in,
gonna be good.
get it real good. So
I heard something about blood.
There's
That's
lots
all
of
I've
there's
heard.
a lot of blood involved.
This
So
is okay. All
I
right.
had glasses on my face. I'm not wearing them right
Adam
now, but
just
I had
got
glasses
real
on my
excited
face.
and I'm a little bit
He's
worried.
Super pumped. And so I was walking leisurely. It was like it wasn't inauguration weekend, but it was a MLK weekend or something. So
Okay.
I had like
Yeah,
one
yeah.
day off. I was gonna go crash at my friend's place.
Best.
They're a married couple. They're good friends. They're like family to me. So I was
Okay.
gonna go crash, whatever,
Sure.
have a good time, hang out with the dog, have a few drinks, watch Mean Girls. And so I
That's a
Ubered
good
there.
time
I
right
mean,
there.
right? That's
Yeah.
a perfect Sunday night. And so I went over there. I was all ready to go. I was stone cold sober at the time. I was expecting to not be at the end of the night, but
I
at
didn't
the time,
expect there to be blood and sobriety together. That's
right? I know,
not
that's
a usual combination.
kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
But so I had my glasses on my face. My phone was in my pocket, so I wasn't doing one of those things where I'm looking at the phone trying to walk.
Sure, right.
But it was January. It was cold. It was slick. They hadn't put ice down, and it was a townhouse community.
Wait,
They had
ice
put
down?
Ice.
Or
down.
salt on the ice. Whew.
No,
What's
no,
up,
no,
guys?
no, you got it.
I got it right.
Salt falls from
now
the
you
sky,
see
and
where
then they put ice down.
Yeah,
to
you
counter
see
it.
where this is
Like
going. And so-
methamphetamine. They were putting methamphetamine down. Ice
No.
is just a term
No,
for
Ice
it.
okay.
is just the term. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
fine.
Keith has
It's
mentioned
fine.
meth, but Rachel's teeth are phenomenal. So you guys
No
know.
braces, guys.
Yes.
So
Beautiful
You
teeth.
can't see them, but accurate.
Excellent.
So I was trying to walk up a couple steps. It was poorly lit.
How
Yeah.
many steps? Was it at least
Just one.
602
Was it-
steps?
It
was it
was
2 tons of steps?
Just one. I wish it was more. And I overestimated the step because of the way the shadow was leaning.
Oh, yeah.
That
And
sheer, pure, just unadulterated terror that grips you when you
Uh-huh.
step down and there's no
Nothing
step there.
there.
Like, you think you're falling
Yeah.
into the abyss.
That's what it felt
This
like.
is the end. You are dead. Just I thought there were 13 steps.
Pretty
There
much.
were 12,
You're
and
like-
I have come
I
to the
plummeted
end of
off
my
the
life.
end.
You're like
You
everything I
will
knew.
not live to 105. I'm
Man.
sorry.
Yeah, probably not with the head injuries I've sustained, but
and everything you know about physics goes out the window. You're
Yeah.
like, I thought I could stand on the ground, and now it's
Now-
gone.
now it's
I'm
gone.
excited for Mean Girls, and
Right?
this is the end. Oh, no.
Exactly. So
There's a step there. We're good.
I crashed my face legitimately into a 90-degree angle of a concrete step. There was so much blood that I wasn't sure if I broke my nose or where the blood was actually coming from. I was like covering myself, but then a lady walking her dog passed by, and I didn't want to make eye contact because I didn't know what I looked like.
And you realize
I was
she's
just like
just
waving
pouring
her
blood on you?
because I'm like, ah. But then my phone was cracked, and I'm like
Oh,
frantically
you
calling my
downloaded the crack
friends.
screen app?
Exactly. And I was like,
Available at any set of stairs.
hey guys, I think I need to go to the hospital. I just my blood, and so I found their
Just faint.
door, and then they're like, oh my god, luckily nothing was actually broken, but if you look very closely, there's a scar below my eyebrow.
I'm going to look at it real hard right
real-
now.
real
Oh yeah.
hard.
Oh yeah.
Um,
We dig scars.
And so yeah, so I the follow up to that though is of course they put me on painkillers because I was
Sure.
I'm
I'd
not
hope.
even kidding. It was like being in like the Looney Tunes where like there's the spinning things and everything. Like
Yeah.
I don't remember what it felt like. I felt
See stars.
I remember that it. Yeah, I saw so many stars. Like everything went on impact. Everything turned really white. Mm-hmm. And then like
You'll get along
spirally-
with that one English soccer club because that's the way they like it.
Oh, yep.
Sorry, is it?
We just see white. We just see white.
That's the way we like it.
Push her off a stair.
Maybe they hit their heads. Who knows?
That's what happened.
They
knows?
actually shoved you from behind. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah. We're racist and we like it.
So you're going
man.
up this set of stair.
So I'm going up the
and
stairs. Yeah.
You fall. Your face makes impact,
And then they
There's
give me
blood.
drugs
There's this
after the
woman
blood.
going by. At what point in time did you tell everybody to shut the fuck up? Stop. I need to write a song.
Well, actually, so I'm getting to that. So the fun part is they gave me drugs.
Yeah.
And I was off work for a week because I was that poorly concussed or that badly concussed. I could not really talk at that point.
Right.
Much
I
like
see
I'm
how
doing
this is
now.
shaping up. This is good.
And so I did something I never do, and I was like, I have time. I could binge watch something. Usually when I'm sick, I binge watch something funnier, like Lost, because I have time for it.
Sure.
Finally.
Lost isn't funny. Lost
hilarious.
just gives
Well,
you 42 new
it was
questions every
deep.
8 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I needed something when I had ear infection one summer, so I watched that. But
It's better if you think of it as a comedy.
yeah,
It's
a
way
little bit,
better.
A little
I
bit.
did not. And
I read all the
cannot-
spoilers before,
much
so I
like
knew what
this
I was
podcast,
watching.
I can't get those hours back.
Yeah, you can't get that back. But on the drugs, then it wasn't like I was on hard drugs. I think it was like Vicodin or something for the pain. But
Sure.
I
Have you seen House? That's clearly hard
I have
drugs.
not seen House, but I'll take your word for it.
I have an honorary doctorate from because I watched
Because you
all
watched
8
House.
seasons of
Yeah.
House.
Sounds about right. But I binge watched American Horror Story.
Wow.
And then I just bought a reverb pedal, so I plugged that in. I took my guitar, and then lo and behold, this song came out. And then it took me about a year and a half to finally just make sense of like, well, I had an album coming out shortly after that
Yeah.
when I wrote it, and so I needed to save up some money again because I do all my music stuff I do 100% independent on my own. I don't have rich benefactors or sugar daddies or whatever it is. I do it all myself. So had to save up some money. So it took me
Yeah.
a while to be able to record the song, but I'm
The
glad
concussion song.
The concussion song. That's what people knew it as that for a while.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
when I first wrote it and played it out, people were like, "What's that Concussion song?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll play that one. That's fine."
So when you say that you do this all yourself, do you mean that okay, financially, obviously,
Yeah.
you're handling all the costs for you non-musicians out there. You don't realize that textbooks for students and anything music related is extremely overpriced, and time at a recording studio is like you have to give up your mesentery for that. So
It costs you an arm and a
when
mesentery.
you say that you paid for all this, did you also record it all yourself? Was it just you, or did you get other artists to do it? Did you just, instead of drums, play the trumpet? I don't know. Michael Jackson recorded all of his hits before he sent them in. Yes, that's Michael Jackson. And by that, I mean not Michael Jackson. I don't know how many of you know this, but before Michael Jackson would get a band to play the music that he wanted, he would send in every single one of the parts done vocally.
Amazing.
So I've always wanted to get a hold of one of the tracks that he has done. Just like, this is a sample of the music. And it's just like, on every single instrument.
Bump.
And you know it's all good.
Did you do something like that? Like, did you record did you Dave Grohl the shit out of the song?
I wish I could say that I did. Part of what I've been learning the past few years, because I didn't start I recorded an album in high school, but that was just me and a guitar, and the engineer didn't really teach me much. My dad was in the control room, you know.
I totally know how to use Guitar Pro.
Yeah, I didn't learn anything. I just kind of recorded songs I wrote. But then the past few years, I've worked with now 3 different producers and on 3 totally different projects. And what I've learned is I know what I can't do and what I need people to do. And so that does, luckily the past few times I've been working with some friends who are close to me, and I don't shortchange them, but that does help a little bit to be able to negotiate rates or payment periods or things like that. But then also knowing what you want goes a long way. And if you're still learning and you don't know what you want, it ends up taking more time and then more of your money because you don't have a concrete idea. For this song, I knew I wanted a hard rock pop song with a catchy hook and a lot of guitars, but no acoustic instruments whatsoever.
And a little
that's
bit of a
what I got.
dizzy feeling to
A little
it.
bit of it. I mean, it does kind of go there. I mean,
Some more
if you listen
Vicodin.
to it real loud in your car or wherever with some headphones,
You'll have swerving a little bit.
yeah, you might swerve.
You'll
It feels
skip
good.
a step.
But it's also, I've been told by some people that they find it to be when they're down, they find a lot of motivation and feel good spirit in it. So that I find rewarding to know that if it took me being bloodied and like scarred and whatever to make someone else somewhere in the world feel good for a hot sec,
Oh, yeah.
why not?
That's
I
what we do
guess.
every week on this podcast.
Right.
We're just trying
A hot second's really generous. Because this has been 52 minutes of just, I'm sorry, I take that back, at least 52 minutes of destruction.
Yep.
All right, so let's ask you a few very important questions. This is a segment that maybe we'll get an actual stinger for, like some sound effects for at some point. It's something we talked about before and we didn't do last week, and I'd like to start this week. This is kind of a rapid fire question section. This is where we're going to ask you some questions that may or may not be music related, may or may not have anything to do with reality. And we would just like whatever your first feeling is on these things. Are you ready for our lightning round?
As ready as I can be.
All right. Important questions. I feel that these are very important. I'll do one. Do you have one?
Open fire, Keith. You got this. You go,
All right.
girl. I
All
have
right.
faith in you.
First question. Slip and slide, tummy or back?
Tummy.
Oh, good. Victor?
Nice. If you could rub your face on any celebrity, If you could rub your feet on any celebrity's face, who would it be?
Justin Timberlake?
Wow, she had one ready.
If you could rub your face on any celebrity's feet, what would that be?
Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake again.
Same.
Reciprocation is
It's
important.
important.
I like that
to
this
any
is
relationship.
like there's like a Timberlake 69 happening here,
Right.
but it's a very separated 69.
More like a
Wishful thinking.
72, I don't know, like a 25.
You overshoot a little.
Pick a number.
Well, see, because
Pick a
then
number.
Jessica Biel can't claim that we were cheating.
That's
It's just
true.
feet.
Yeah, I know.
Is that who he's married to now? I don't know.
Yeah, this doesn't have to be sexual at all. You rub his feet on your face.
fine.
Same thing happens to him.
Then I can
you
say I
might,
did it.
Might see a little bit of man asshole. There's a chance.
You really.
But it's Justin Timberlake, so does anyone care?
Right. Just a two-town Timberlake
facial hair or no?
Yes,
on men or women.
men.
Oh, I thought you were going to just say yes again. I'm super excited. Super excited.
Okay. Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
Oh, that's interesting. See, I always think
Bold choice,
Which is
lady.
funny because I hate ketchup, but that's the first thing I said, so I said it.
now I'm sticking with it. You can't make it stop.
She's an alphabetical person. It's good. You know?
I think of mustard as kind of the adult condiment, where ketchup is a younger condiment.
Yeah, no, I
you
agree
know?
with that.
Yeah, so I think, all right, Victor, what do you have? We'll do a couple more.
If you had to be inconvenienced by one of the next three things, which would you choose? A paper cut in between your fingers forever, a life full of tables with uneven legs, or the smallest water heater ever.
Uneven legs on the table.
How do you play beer pong?
How do you live with
You just drink the beer.
Hey,
She's got a point.
Or you
Drinking
keep,
games.
You keep throwing the ball in
Rachel,
there. Just
what
crooked.
are you doing later? You
It's a
wanna-
handicap.
Drinking games always threw me off because it's like, I mean, you want to drink, right? Like, yeah, and they're like,
Yes,
yeah,
that
but
is
we're gonna do a
a
drinking
positive.
game. Just drink. What do you? I don't.
No, you have to limit yourself because that's what Catholicism is. Did I say that out loud? I gotta go. I'm out. Goodbye.
L'chaim.
That's. Yeah, we're good. Never.
Heimlich, doctor or maneuver?
Doctor.
What? It's an important question.
Important.
Yeah,
you mean which one would she do?
I don't know. Yeah, right.
Interpretation. It's
Right.
up to the audience.
All right. Fuck Mary. What is it? Fuck Mary kill.
kill.
Heimlich maneuver. Heimlich the doctor. Heimlich Himmler.
Or the left? Whoa, my god!
That makes it so much easier.
Oh, Lord.
That's an easy one. Well, yeah. I think I know which one I'm killing. It's those guys that were in the subway. We're racist and we like it that
You
way.
already killed those guys.
That's
They're
true.
dead. Actually, they're convicted as shit. So.
All right. Well, I think that wraps everything up. Tell us about the show. What is happening?
yeah.
You've got a big show.
Big show coming up with another DC local band called Fellow Craft. Real fun guys, blues rock. We're doing much of the same with some 90s boy band covers thrown in, but also maybe some Britney Spears if you're lucky.
What?
Oh, yeah. I run the gamut, buddy. I like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Like on a
And
scale of
Britney
1 to 100,
Spears.
what do I have to roll to get some Britney Spears?
Nothing. I'll just do it.
If you show up.
If you show up, it will happen. But
That's
it's January
the key.
13th.
We gonna get some Britney Spears.
In Arlington, Virginia at Roadside Grill. But there's another opportunity this month for you to catch the band if you missed that. We'll be at Lost and Found with Mary Jo Matea and a pile of dudes on Saturday, January 21st in the evening from 8 to midnight. So,
Good thing you're not doing
Yeah.
that show in Utah.
right?
Pile of
I'm not
dudes.
going to Utah. Pile of
You could
dudes.
sue. You could
Yep.
totally sue for a
Yep.
pile of dudes. Is that actually the name of the band?
Yeah, that's the name of her band. Yeah.
I was really hoping.
That's
that
why I
had-
need to get something creative from mine, but we'll get there.
You'll work on it.
We'll get there.
Victor, what can
Pile
we
of
call
dudes.
her name?
Pile of dudes, bare naked ladies. You know, get on it.
Same
Get on it.
difference.
What do we think her band name could be?
I was in a cover band for a couple years and we were horrendous, but we had a lot of fun. Our drummer had a complete absence of a brain mouth filter. So when like, what could be a good band name? Maybe like something clever, like a pun or something. He goes, Fecal Matters.
oh, that's
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, that's no.
we'll consider it. And by that, I mean, does anybody else have any input?
I would go. Can we go?
That's your band name right there. Fecal Matters.
I'm gonna go. Rachel Levitin and the Missing Stare.
That's a strong contender now.
And
The
people will
guys
ask
know
why
rehearsal.
it's not plural.
All right, so weekly wrap up, everybody. Obviously, Friday, January 13th, we have the Rachel Levitin band with Fellow Craft. That's at Roadside Grill in
Don't
Arlington.
worry about the fact that it's Friday the 13th.
Friday
That has
the
nothing to
13th.
do with all the murders
Better.
that will happen. It's just going to happen.
What time? Do you know?
9.
9? Okay,
9,
9
yeah.
o'clock. So Victor will be there. Oh, we're running out of time. We also have Saturday, January 14th with Jack Coleman at Town Tavern in Adams Morgan. Get tickets at Capital Laughs, 2 for 1 with the promo code Another Wasted Hour. Next week, we have Ken Evinger, is the man who wrote our theme song. He's going to join us in studio. If you enjoyed the show, email us at contact@Another Wasted Hour. If you hated the show, email the Office of Congressional Ethics, since there's nothing they can do about it.
Apparently, you can also send us snail mail, because that's what I got today.
Yeah, thanks to Alina, Faith, Alchemical Records, and Gracious Me for mentioning and sharing us. Thanks to Adam, Justin, McNally22, Kevin Evinger, Victor for being more popular than I am, and most of all, Rachel Levitin for wasting a perfectly good hour with us this week. This has been yet another wasted hour. And if you are just now realizing that, well, don't blame us. We warned you.
Crashed my face into the ground. Started seeing stars floating all around me. And no, that's not the scariest part of laying face first on the concrete. Yeah, I'll get back up on my 2 feet. Yeah, I'll get back up again. Who's stand better from the fall down? But my blood